Hello, folks. We're the Lingenhoels, your local real estate experts. I'm Arden.
And I'm Lisa.
And what a beautiful day we have. Oh. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
You brought the weather with you.
I did. I just spent a week in Utah. You guys, have you ever been to Utah?
Last summer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was there 80 degrees all week, almost all week. I know. I think I sent you a picture of me walking the dogs, beautiful blue sky.
I was so jealous.
I know. I think it was 30 here.
Yeah, it was in the 30s. But yeah, so we have the Lykins with us today.
Yay!
Hi.
We have Lesley and Cohen.
Yeah.
And we're here to talk with them a little bit and tell us, Lisa, what we're talking about.
Well, this is a special edition. And we are just really excited to have both of you here. Very good friends of ours. And I think that we met probably 18, well, maybe not 18 years ago. 13 years ago. 2020, let's see, maybe, I don't know. When the kids were in kindergarten, I think is when we met.
Maybe before you were born.
Yeah.
You were just a baby, Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen, I don't even know if you were even thought of then.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Anyway, but today we're here to talk about something interesting. Mm-hmm. And I think, Lesley, I'm just going to have you start.
Sure.
And talk about why we're here today.
Well, thank you so much for having both Cohen and I. Cohen's been on a mission this year to go out and talk about cystic fibrosis, which is a disease that he was born with and battles each day. So we really appreciate you having him here to describe what it's like. Cohen was born in 2012. He's 13 this year. And when he was born, he was not gaining any weight. So I remember at one point we had to go into the pediatrician for that very first appointment, and he was still an even 6 pounds. And he was 6 pounds when he left the hospital. And I remember thinking, oh, their scale is broken. Like you just don't, as a parent, you just don't really absorb what's going on. And then we had to come back a day later, and it was still 6 pounds. And then I wanted to take him to the grocery store and weigh him on the fruit scale, because that's the only scale I could think of that would be like 6 pounds.
That would have been a little weird.
That would be a little weird. I resisted. But we soon found out that Cohen was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, and it's a genetic disease. And Cohen can describe, what that disease entails. But he's definitely had some challenges, and he's overcoming them on a daily basis. But we really appreciate having the opportunity to talk more about it today.
Well, Cohen, I know that you have had quite a journey, and now you're 13. You're doing a lot of things around Louisville. You're in middle school, right? Playing a few sports. You just finished track, or you're doing track now, right?
Yeah.
And you played football this year?
Yep.
And
I have 2 flag different leagues I'm doing too, which is a lot of flag.
That's a lot.
Oh,
That's a
did
lot.
you play Little Leopards?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yep.
What team?
Browns.
Oh, awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was a Brown. AJ was a Brown.
Best team ever.
Best team ever.
Yeah, for sure.
The awesome Browns.
And I understand, I think, was it a couple years ago, you crossed something big off your bucket list over in France?
Oh, yeah, I did. I got to the top of the Eiffel Tower. We had done so much there. We had gotten, what are they called? Baguettes. We've gotten this huge baguette. It was so good.
Oh, yeah.
But Cohen, you should tell them why that was on your bucket list. Why was going to the top of the Eiffel Tower on your bucket list?
Oh,
your mom is calling you out. Let's hear it.
Because I'm scared of heights.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to test it a little bit, and I decided wanted to go to Paris because of the Eiffel Tower and how tall it is.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that we went.
That's a beautiful city also.
Yeah.
So Cohen, let's talk about cystic fibrosis. What does it mean to have cystic fibrosis?
Having cystic fibrosis, it kind of means some things you can and can't do. So, like, you can't go into the military because of it. You have harder time playing sports because you really can't breathe as well, or you can't like what's the word? You can't really like your body doesn't function as like normal people do, as normal people stuff does.
Cohen, when you have cystic fibrosis, what does it mean? What is the disease? Is it thick mucus?
It's like thick mucus, lung issues, like liver issues, like a lot of other big organ issues, and
So it kind of hurts your other organs when you have it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The very first symptoms are failure to thrive typically, because before the lungs are affected, the pancreas is affected and it can't absorb nutrients. So I guess one of the benefits of having CF is that you can eat as many calories as you want and it has no effect on you because Cohen here has to take pills every time he eats in order to absorb nutrients. And so that's one of the very first things that you see with infants with CF is this failure to thrive. And then as he grows, the lungs are more and more affected. And so many people with CF end up having more lung infections.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could eat everything I wanted.
Yeah.
It helps a lot because I used to put Snicker bars in my lunchbox, so when I get to school, I could just eat Snicker bars. So. I mean,
Those are good, aren't they?
Yeah,
So do you
really
take a
good.
lot of medications?
I do. I take 8, 9 pills in the morning.
I mean, we counted it out, and it's about just under 13,000 pills a year that Cohen takes.
Oh, man.
On a daily basis, it's probably around 30 or so pills that he takes.
Yep. And I have to take special pills in the morning and in the night. And then for just snacks or anything, I just take like little, like what they call Creon. It's kind of just a brown pill filled with like little things. It's, yeah.
So so you're running track. That's cool. And that's a big step when you
Yeah.
have cystic fibrosis.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say. But anyway, when you're running track, do you feel any effects?
I do. Towards the end of my race, it gets like where I start like my lungs don't like breathe as normally as I do when I like start running. Mm-hmm. And I think that is because of CF, because when I run, I can feel the thick mucus just like stopping the air from coming out and coming in normally. So it's harder because then your lung pipes are like even smaller, which makes it less air. So.
And you're running distance because you ran cross country, and then are you running distance in track, or are you running shorter?
I'm doing sprints because I wanted to get faster.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, I don't know. I
Cool.
feel like it'd be really fun.
All right.
And what did you play with football? What position did you play?
I was a wide receiver, a cornerback, and a running back, and I played a little bit of safety.
Safety, okay.
Are you planning to continue to play through middle school and high school?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and play through that. I can't wait for the 8th grade football because that's when we play other schools.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be so much fun.
And you're in 6th grade or 7th?
7.
7th grade, yeah, if you're playing for the Browns. So that's this next year.
Yeah.
You'll be doing the tour, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now and Leslie, maybe you can explain, what does he do like after a race? Is there anything he has to do? Does he?
Yeah. One of the things about Cohen's sports is it's so good for his illness, because one of the requirements for a person with CF is to do daily breathing treatments. And so from the time that he was 1, he would sit and shake in a vest, right? So he has this vest that just shakes his body, and it's 30 minutes, and he did that twice a day, and he's been doing that since he was 1. And so it's probably one of the most frustrating aspects for Cohen, because he's just stuck in one location for an hour a day, shaking and doing these breathing treatments. And the whole point of that is to loosen this mucus to try to get it out of his lungs to prevent lung infections. But when he does things like cross country or when he's sprinting, he's also exercising his lungs, and it's really helping with that breathing as well. So Cohen shared with us that doing the sprints in track causes him to really loosen up the mucus. And so that's helped him significantly. So I think the athletics is something that's really great that he's willing to go out and do that for himself. But the breathing treatments aren't really that fun, right?
No.
Well, when you're running, you get that shake, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I will say, we did get a new vest that I can now walk around in. So it's not as uncomfortable as the one where I was just stuck to a machine.
Oh.
But I still have to do this nebulizer for about half of it, maybe a little less than that.
Okay.
So.
But the equipment, like part of having cystic fibrosis too, and other medical conditions is the equipment. So the vest that he's talking about is a $28,000 piece of equipment, right? Wow. So like you're taking that as a carry-on on airplanes, and you're taking that with you. And his medication, like the 13,000 pills each year. So he has one medication that's $30,000 a month, right? So it's like massive. It's a massive financial thing. And so medical insurance is so important especially for kids with cystic fibrosis. We are a military family, so we really benefited from the military's TRICARE insurance for the longest time. And that was a big driver for our family, was to maintain that insurance for Cohen. But just in the last 7 years, they've come out with these very specific modulator drugs, modulator medications that will go in and they'll pinpoint the actual genetic mutation and try to fix what's broken about that mutation to help the person have a more normal functioning body. So for cystic fibrosis, they had this miracle breakthrough, and they've created these modulator drugs that have allowed Cohen to be able to participate in sports today. Like, if you had seen him even just 5 years ago, he would not have been able to participate in sports. He was fighting off a really serious lung infection, and we were not sure what was going to happen. And then he started this medication, put on weight immediately. His lung function came back, and I can't even imagine. 5 years ago, I would not imagine that Cohen was running the 200-meter dash and doing as well as he's doing. So, I mean, it's just a miracle.
It's
it really
a miracle.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So today you are working on some fundraising.
Yes.
Tell us about this fundraising journey.
So, I'm the Great Stride Ambassador for the Akron Zoo Walk this year, and that kind of means to fundraise and get money and help aware cystic fibrosis to other people. And I am doing 3 different fundraisers right now.
Oh, wow.
And one of them is a textathon, so it's kind of like...
Yeah, people will provide you with their name and phone number.
Okay.
And then starting on Monday, your goal is to text how many people? 250 people. So Cohen plans starting Monday to text 250 people.
Okay.
And it's a text fundraiser. And then he also is supposed to be making phone calls as well. So we'll be on the track field on Monday night, and in between his runs, he'll be calling people as part of his live textathon.
And I think we have your number, Leslie, that's going to be running across our screen, and we'll have information on Facebook and on other means.
Right, so if you'd like to get a text from Cohen, just feel free to text me your phone number, and we will get you added to his live textathon.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people.
Well, we'll have you easily covered
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah. So come on, everybody, get texting. We've got to get you covered
Let's get
before.
Cohen having to call as many people as possible.
Yeah,
This
would be cool.
This will be great.
And then what's your other fundraiser? The first time ever. This is the first year that we've ever pulled this together.
Yeah.
The first time we've ever hosted a dodgeball tournament fundraiser for cystic fibrosis. So it's for middle school and high school. And it has gift baskets even if you're not even going to play.
Yeah, if you don't want to be hit by a
Yeah.
dodgeball, you can come and do raffle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Cash prizes for the
Yeah.
winning teams.
Yeah.
and then we have another fundraiser.
Oh, your walk, right?
Yeah, we have
so
the-
every year since Cohen was an infant, we've done the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's Great Strides Walk. And that's held at the Akron Zoo on May 10th. And Cohen has always had Louisville's support. So the mayor once walked with us, right? Remember in the
Oh.
Constitution Court walked with us at one point.
That's
that's
wonderful.
cool.
So we've always felt a lot of support from Louisville for that Great Strides Walk. And this is a special one for Cohen this year because he is the Great Strides ambassador. So
Oh my goodness.
he'll be giving a speech at that walk, which is why he is going around making sure he's got his speaking.
Do you want to practice right now that speech? Want to say a few words like?
Welcome, everyone.
I don't think that was the look you wanted, Lisa.
No.
Well, also,
If looks could kill.
Also, if you want to get in the dodgeball tournament, it is May 4th from
Yeah.
3 to 6, and it's at the Spot in Louisville. So, check that out. And obviously, you're going to have your Leslie's phone number. So if you want to
Yes.
get in, get your
Yeah.
team in on that.
Are you looking for baskets?
Yeah, if
still?
you have a basket or if you just want to come out and participate in the raffle baskets. We've got an airplane flight. We have a photo shoot package. Some
Wow.
really, really neat baskets, yeah.
That is
So
cool.
you don't have to come out and be hit by a dodgeball. You can come out and have a snack and watch the fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us?
Why do you do this, Cohen? Why is it important to you to talk about your cystic fibrosis?
Because I think it awares more people about cystic fibrosis, and the more people that know, the more people that will help it and will help cure cystic fibrosis, which is a big deal to me because of all the stuff you have to do with it. So it's kind of
Well, you wouldn't be doing today if somebody didn't help you out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you're paying it forward.
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, because you're doing a little fundraising or some fundraising in the next few weeks, we just want to give this to you. And I know orange is your favorite color, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's mine too. So put that towards your fundraising, and everybody get Leslie's phone number programmed into your phone. Get in touch with her, and let's help Cohen out for this cause. So
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Thank you for this. That is amazing. And
You're welcome.
We'll see you guys out there at the dodgeball tournament, or
Yeah.
maybe Cohen will text you on Monday.
All right.
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
okay.
we really thank you, Leslie and Cohen, for coming and telling us a little bit about it, because I think you got to have that awareness out there, and people don't realize it, and man, you're a strong man.
Yep.
Strong
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
So,
Okay.
Well, we want to tell everybody,
Happy Easter.
so yeah, this is Easter weekend, so, remember what Easter's about.
Yes. And we hope the Easter Bunny makes it to your house and your house. Anyway, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you around town. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.